Okay, we're going for a hike on the Mogollon Rim country today. We're going to actually be below the rim and not on top of the rim. So on the way to the rim, most people go through Payson, and that's what we're doing. What's interesting about Payson is I think the most famous landmark in Payson is the McDonald's, because you either go straight or you turn right depending on what part of the rim you're going to. So today, when we get to McDonald's, we're going to turn right. Okay, so we turned right in Payson at the McDonald's, the famous landmark, and now we're turning off of the main road, Highway 260, and heading onto a side road prior to getting to the rim. Okay, so we just turned off Highway 260. We're in a small town up in the mountains, kind of a cute little town up here in the pines, and we're going to turn out of town onto a dirt road. Now this is a really nice dirt road. I'm actually in the family minivan, have no concerns about it, so you can take just about any car you want on this road. Should be just fine. We are at the trailhead. I'll have the videographer pan the parking lot so you can see where we're at. So give you some hints onto where we're at. There's a small corral up there for people that bring in their horses to ride this. Again, we're just below the Mogollon Rim, and you can see the rim up behind me. And we're going to head to the trail right now and take off. This again is a very short hike. It's only about a mile. It's about a half mile flat, half mile up a cascade to a spring. Kind of excited about going here. I've only been here once, but it was a number of years ago. It's February 1st, so we're hoping we don't see too much snow, but you can hike under the rim this time of year if there's no snow. Oh, that's my wife and daughter. They've been running around so they can stay out of the picture. So we're heading up the trailhead. There's a Y in the trail just up ahead as we pass the first trail sign. As you can see, it is February. There's no leaves on the trees, but the evergreens are sure pretty. We actually have to cross this creek to get over to our section of the trail. Okay, so we're crossing the creek now, and this will take us over to the canyon that we're going to hike up to see the spring and the cascade.
How do we feel about this? I'm freezing.
So we're at another fork in the trail. One fork goes up the canyon. We're actually going to go right and go up this side up here. There's a beautiful spring and cascade up at the top. It is February freezing 1st, and there's a good wind out here, so it is a little chilly. In fact, the rim to our right is covered in snow. We'll take a picture of it and see if we can get it to you. But down here it's not, and there's even some leaves on some of the trees still, but it'll be a pretty hike up to this little spring cascade. We're close to the spring now, up near the cascade. In fact, we've got a cross here. Hopefully nobody gets wet since it's kind of cold outside. So we've arrived at our destination. Right behind me, you can see the spring literally coming right out of the rocks. Again, under the Mogollon Rim, there's a bunch of these springs. They're all of them gorgeous hikes. I'd like to come back here in the fall, actually, because we passed a number of maple trees as we came up too. And as you can see to the right, I don't know if you can pan that in or not, but there's some snow just right here on the slope to my left. Anyway, it's quite pretty and peaceful and beautiful up here. We'll enjoy a snack before we head back down the mountain. We sat down to take a little snack. I think I mentioned in one of my equipment videos, these are nice for hot chocolate. And so we brought up a little hot chocolate and some snacks to enjoy while we sit and enjoy the beauty up here around the spring. So I thought it would be interesting to look at the spring. It actually seeps out of several different locations and then seeps together to this little creek down to the side of us. And as you can see, there's a small seep coming out over to my right, two of them actually, a small one there, another one up there, that form into this little small creek here. And then that little small creek flows into the big one, and then up the big one there's a couple of more. And so again, this whole area has a number of seeps that end up making this little creek, and all of these seeps together is a spring. It's really quite beautiful.